All right, guys, we're live. Welcome to the Thursday Team Infinity Hangout. It's April 28th, 2016. And want to first of all just thank you guys for hanging on for a second. Had a few little technical glitches. Got to love when the computer just says, "Hey, I need to restart like now." That's always fun. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your patience. Appreciate you hanging on and being here for our call. One of the most important things for your business is to show up, right? To consistently show up for you and for your business. And first of all, before we get into today's topic, I want to just welcome all the new coaches who have joined the team. I want to congratulate you for taking that step, for taking that leap of faith, for believing in this opportunity, in Beachbody, in your sponsor, to take that leap of faith. I have no doubt that if you decide to run with this, that you can completely change your life. If you follow the system that we have in place, if you are coachable and teachable and ambitious and motivated and willing to get after it, that you can completely change your life physically, financially, and have a huge impact on those people that you care about and the new people that you're going to meet. So welcome to the team. As far as announcements, really there's one main announcement. It's the end of the month. We have a couple of days left. If you haven't hit Success Club, you have 3 days basically. Today, tomorrow, Saturday, ends at midnight to knock out Success Club. Make sure you're taking advantage of the Challenge Pack promotions that are going on, taking advantage of the 22-minute hardcore release. We have a lot of people that are interested in that program just simply from a time standpoint. 22 minutes a day, everybody can do that, right? We're really eliminating everybody's excuse. Somebody doesn't have time to work out, Ultimate Reset is on sale right now. So take advantage of those promotions to get people involved with these products that have completely changed our lives, right? So we have to keep that in mind that while not everyone might everyone might not want to have a business, to earn extra income, but if we truly believe in these products, why wouldn't we be sharing these things with everyone, right? I mean, they've changed our lives physically, emotionally, all the above, right? Introduced us to some amazing people, all of you guys, all our teammates, other coaches we've met, other people who are inspiring and motivated and ambitious and have the same mindset that we have, like-minded people. Why wouldn't we want to share that with somebody else, right? So take advantage of the promotions that Beachbody has to help those people that are around you, that are in your circle of influence. By myself, I can only help so many people, but together as a team, that's what team stands for together, everyone achieves more, right? That's how this thing works. We can all impact even more people by continuing to share this with others, continuing to help others. So take advantage of those things. Coach Summit, last thing, Coach Summit, make sure you are on that waiting list. People are coming off of that thing. I know I saw a couple of other people say that they got their emails and they're off the waiting list and they're going to be attending Summit. So I'm excited to see that. And then at Summit, want to let you guys know, I know we post about it in the team page, but we are planning kind of a team social hour, little hangout, little party with our founding coach, Blake and Angie Warrington. They're kind of putting it together, and we're Jessica and I and a couple other top coaches are working together to put this event together at one of the venues in downtown Nashville for Summit. It's going to be an awesome time. We're trying to figure out food and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as we have all the final details, we'll let you know. It's looking like it's going to be on that Saturday before the grand celebration. So just start putting that in the back of your mind if you're attending Summit, if you plan on attending Summit, to get to that event. So that's it for announcements. I want to talk to you guys again about, I listed the topic as the only thing that will keep you consistent in your business. And I know that's probably like a bold statement, right? The only thing, like there's only one thing. And from what I've found, yes, there really is only one thing that will keep you consistent in your business. Does anybody want to take a guess what that one thing is? I'll give you guys a few seconds to chat in the chat box and take a guess to see if you can figure out what the one thing is that will keep you consistent in your business, continually moving towards your goals. Go ahead and chat in the chat box if you have it. If you're on a mobile device, I'm not sure exactly how that works. Amanda says your why. Good answer. Good to see you here. Good to see you alive. Seriously, if you guys haven't read Amanda's story and things she's gone through the past week, you'll be blown away. Every time I think about that, I'm like, man, crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yay, I'm alive. Living's good. So the only thing that will keep you consistent, Amanda's pretty close with your why, but it's your vision, right? It's the vision that you have for your life, the vision that you want for your life, for your family's life. You know, there's a very famous proverb that says, "Where there is no vision, the people will perish." So I really want you to think about that. You know, what vision do you have for your life? You know, take Beachbody kind of out of the equation. What do you want for your life? Right? Who do you want to become? What type of person do you want to become? What do you want to be known for? Where do you want to live? What do you want to do at that time? Right? You know, what do you want people to say about you when you're not in the room? What type of person do you want to become? What do you want to be known for? What do you want to do with your life? Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? What vision do you have for your life? You know, without having a vision, you know, I can teach you what to say. I can teach you how to invite. I can teach you, you know, how to close people, how to sponsor people. We can teach you how to run challenge groups. We can teach you, you know, how to use social media. We can teach you all those things, right? We can give you all the tools, but without having a vision, really, it's without having that vision, you're not going to have that drive to be consistent, right? You're not going to have that that motivation to push through, right? The ups and the downs and the hard times. When it gets tough, you're just going to quit. It's just what's going to happen, right? Times are going to be tough. You're going to say, this isn't worth it. And the reason you say that is because you don't have a vision 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years out. You haven't created that. And so that's going to be one of the assignments is to create that vision for your life. And you know, one of the things that really helped me with this, and when I always think of vision, I always think back to when I played middle school football. So many of you guys know that I officiate college basketball. So I wasn't a big football player. I played through middle school and freshman year of high school. And then when I became the tackling dummy for all the varsity players, you know, the guy that had to, like, I was like the opposing team's quarterback all the time. So I would just get crushed by the big senior varsity players. I was like, yeah, this sport probably isn't for me. I'll just stick to basketball. But I played football for, you know, through middle school and freshman year of high school. And the one thing that our coach did that I look back now on, and I realized what he was doing was he was casting the vision for us. So what we would do is we would go into the wrestling room in our high school, and we would all lay down, and he would turn the lights down, and we would close our eyes, and he would start calling out plays. You know, he would call plays out. You know, whatever the play was called, on two, down, set, hut, right? And so what we would do is we would visualize, depending on what our position was, where we were going, what we were doing, who we were blocking, right? What was the outcome of the pass? And he would actually go through the sequence of events that were going to happen on that play. You know, I was the quarterback in middle school, so he would I can remember him calling out, you know, Mark rolls out and bootleg, you know, hand off to Sean, my buddy, who's one of the running backs, right? And Sean runs for a 7-yard gain, right? And so we're visualizing all these things that happen. And if you ever, you know, look at or listen to, you know, interviews of professional athletes, athletes who are championship athletes, right? They've won a Super Bowl ring or an NBA championship or whatever championship. One of the things that they'll always say is that, I've been dreaming about this moment since I was a kid. I visualized this happening since I was a kid. I visualized myself winning the Super Bowl. These are the things I've dreamed about my entire life, right? And so they visualize that happening before it ever happens. And the reason they do that is because on the days when they have to work out, when they have to wake up at 5 in the morning and do sprints, when they have to do all the stuff that nobody wants to do, right? All the stuff that's in the dip of life during the hard times, they have that vision for that end goal, and they say, you know what, it's okay that I'm going through this because I know other people are dropping off because they're not willing to go through this. And so when I come out, I'm going to be by myself over here because I had the vision. I was willing to go through that despite all these circumstances. And that's something that I want you to, write this down if you're taking notes. Hopefully you're taking notes. Embrace the word despite. I'm going to accomplish this despite the obstacles, despite things happening in my life, despite almost dying in a motorcycle accident. Amanda keeps plugging away with her business, right? Like, how many people would have hung it up for a little while after having that happen? I know I probably would have. I would have given a whole bunch of excuses on why, you know what, it's okay. I'll give myself a break. I'm going to give myself some excuses of not moving forward. But if you have that big enough vision for your life, for what you want, for who you want to impact, for the legacy that you want to leave, you're going to push through. We're going to push through. So one of the things that I want you guys to do, and we're not going to be too much longer on this, is to create that vision for your life, right? What do you want out of life? And don't just say, I want to make $100,000 a year. I want $1 million. I want, whatever that thing is, right? Paint a vivid picture of it, right? So you want to make $100,000 a year. Why? Right? Like, what are you going to do with it? Who are you going to impact with it? Are you going to give money to charity that you can't give now? Are you going to, take trips with your family that you can't do now when you have that type of income? Who are you going to impact, right? Where do you want to live? Picture your house. What does it look like? When you walk into the kitchen, what do the cabinets look like? When you look out towards the backyard, what does that look like? Create that vision. You want to build a business so that you can retire from your job, so you can retire a spouse from their job? That's great. But what will you guys do on Tuesday morning for breakfast when neither of you have to go to work? Where will you guys go? What will you do during the day? Right? Create those visions. Ask yourself when you're going through this process of creating that vision, ask yourself, what is the benefit of the benefit? Right? So you want to make X amount of dollars. Why do you want to do that? Right? I want to retire your spouse. That's the benefit, having them home. Why? Right? You want to leave your job, have freedom. That's the benefit. Why do you want that freedom? What's the benefit of having that freedom? So you can spend more time with your kids, so you can go on more vacations and enjoy life. What do you want out of that? So I went through this, this activity last week, a couple days ago, maybe. I don't know. This week is kind of blurring by. And just started to write things down, right? Like, one of the things was I want to be able to world school our kids, to visit places that we normally only read about, right? Visit places like the Grand Canyon. And when we go there, go through the bike trails. I want to go see the Rocky Mountains, learn how to ski. I don't know how to ski. I want to go visit Hawaii and climb a volcano and feel what the ash feels like, right? Go to England, stand in front of Big Ben, get a picture with the military guy who's standing there, like, in front. I don't even know what he's called. I want to get a picture with him. Go to Greece. Hang out in the Mediterranean. I think going to Israel would be cool. That's one of the things I wrote down, and visiting Jerusalem and visiting the old city there, right? So those are the things that I started to write down. Like, you know, what do I want to do? What do I want to do when I'm there, right? And create that picture. Don't just say you want to go somewhere, you want to visit. What are you going to do there? Create that vision for your life, and that will help you to stay consistent through the ups, through the downs, and create, again, don't create a 3-month vision or a 6-month vision. Create a 5-year vision. What do you want in 5 years, right? What are you and your spouse going to do together? What are you and your kids going to do together in 5 years when you're making the money that you want to make, right? You know, what is your team going to be thinking of you when in 5 years, when you have a team of hundreds or thousands of people who are on your call like this, right? And you're teaching them, right? What kind of impact are you having on them? So hopefully that resonated with you guys. You know, the more I started thinking about it, you know, we're like, you know, give me the how-tos. Give me, how do I do this? How do I do that? You know, how do I run Facebook ads? How do I, you know, prospect on Facebook? How do I use Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter? Or how do I blog? How do I close people? How do I invite people? How do I talk to complete strangers? Again, none of that matters if you don't have a vision, right? Because when the times get tough, you're gonna say, this is too hard. It's not worth it. I'm just gonna bag it for now. All right. So I hope you take some time and write out. I would encourage you to write out 10 to 15 things that you want. Right? 10 to 15 things that you want. Maybe it's to lose 20 pounds. Right? Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? What's the benefit of the benefit? Why do you want to do that? Keep asking yourself, why do you want to do that? And you'll ultimately get to your real why, like Amanda mentioned, and you'll start crafting that vision for your life. And then I would encourage you, and I know we've talked about this on other calls, but create a vision board, right? Create, you know, and I would encourage you to go a step further than just pulling pictures off the internet and creating a collage, but actually go and maybe find some magazines and cut out the car that you want, right? And start to get that vision and that feel of, you know, this is the car I want. What's that gonna feel like, right? What's that steering wheel gonna feel like? What's it gonna feel like to be driving down the highway with the top down? What color do you want? What's that new car smell gonna be like? I even went as far as going to dealerships and you know, and sitting in the car. And I told the sales rep, I'm like, hey, you know, I don't want to test drive right now. I just want to kind of get a feel for it. And I just opened up the door, sat in it for a minute. I was like, all right, thanks, appreciate your time, have a good one. And that was it, right? You know, and Jessica and I drive around and look at different homes and look at different houses and properties. You know, we want to have some land and you know, for our next home. So just different things to create that vision. You know, take those pictures, take a picture, print it out, put it in a book, right? Go to get a magazine, cut it out, put it in a book so that you can look at that, right? You know, like I said, I used to have a picture of you know, of the car that I was sitting in right up here. I got their little brochure that they give out, cut out the one that I wanted, put it up there. This stuff works. I don't know how it works, just works. And you look at that every single day and you write down your goals every single day. And all of a sudden, the universe starts to conspire and people run into your life. Things happen in your life that you're like, wow, it's like coming to fruition. It's amazing. So that's your assignment. Take some time. Don't rush through it. Take time, write down 10 to 15 things that you want for your life and continue to ask yourself, why do I want that? What am I going to do there, right? I want a new house. What's it going to look like? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? You know, is it a ranch? Is it a colonial? Does it have a basement? No basement. Is it on the coast? Is it in the mountains? Create that vivid image of what you want and then start taking action every single day to get there. All right, guys. Hope that was helpful. Hope you got some value out of that. The recording will be up on the team YouTube channel here shortly. And again, for those of you guys who are fighting for Success Club, keep fighting hard, keep working hard towards it. 3 days left to knock it out. Help 3 people, you're in Success Club. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll talk to you later.